Good Sunday morning, YouTube, and welcome to the Walls Way, where every day we feed chickens, we talk to chickens, and we collect eggs from chickens. I want to thank you guys for tuning in on this chilly Sunday morning. It is another wet day from the weather we had. Camera not wanting to focus. There it goes. Yeah, we did have a hurricane come through past couple days. We are good. Chickens are good. We hungry, guys? We're going to feed them real quick. It is early, so we're not going to feed them not too heavy. Got 3 pieces, white bread. See if we can get it in there at one time. Well, I got a piece stuck on the roof, didn't I? All right, they probably need some food. Let's go ahead and get them some food. Like I said, it is kind of early, so we're probably going to come back later this afternoon and get eggs. Guys, hadn't saw the chickens in a while. Gonna bring you up to speed on everything going on out here. Nasty, nasty weather we've had past couple days. But it is starting to dry up a little bit. All right. Excuse me, girls. Excuse me, girls. Oh, God, we about lost them, didn't we? That door. So I got your food right here, guys. If you slide over and let me get here. Dump that out. Let me have this. There you go. There's breakfast. See, Thelma and little Thelma. We'll come back to them. We'll get them some corn real quick. Whew, it's a little chilly. Probably should have put something on besides old gym shorts. That's all right. I got to start getting ready here in a little bit. I'm going to take the girls to a friend's house so they can hang out over there, probably watch TV, movies, whatever, eat junk food. That's fine. I don't mind taking them to their friend's house. That way they can eat all their friends' junk food, not mine. So I don't know what's going on in the yard right here. It's a dark spot. I guess it was a little wet when I walked over here. I think it's just the grass. Yeah, it's a little dark right here. It's been that way for a couple days, but it has been wet for a couple days, so that might have something to contribute to it. But yeah, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna feed us some chickens real quick, and then we will go inside and get ready. Do need to take a quick shower. Grilled steaks last night. And then I ate so much, I ended up falling asleep, so I feel dirty from grilling all night long. Definitely need to get cleaned up. Chicken right there at my foot. Let's go put this. Little Thelma, what you gonna do with that feather? You can't eat that. Oh, she done found her a souvenir. Picked up a feather off the ground. My goodness. What are you going to do with that? You going to build you a nest? Well, she's something else, ain't she? All right. Hey, buddy. That's Norris. Go get this put up. Yeah, we're going to come back and get eggs later. I tell you, this dark spot in the yard is driving me crazy. I don't know what it is. It is a little squishy right here. And we do have some different color grass than the rest of the yard. It's almost like a purple grass. I don't know. But it don't have a smell, so it's not septic or nothing like that. It might just be a low spot in the yard. Alright, guys. Let me get on in here. Everything seems to be doing good, just a little damp. Need to get rid of that. They don't use that no anymore. So everybody is doing good. We're all still here. We got one in number 4, Cindy right there watching. It's either Lacey or Stacy in number 4. It's Lacey because right there's Stacy. But yeah, we're doing good. My plan was this weekend before. Let me back up. I knew about the weather and the hurricane that was supposed to be coming our way, so I knew it was going to be a wet weekend. But I didn't know we was going to get pounded with the weather, with all the rain that we did get. So Saturday, my plan was to come out here, clean up some of the stuff on the ground. I was going to get some of those bales of straw over there, and I was going to put down a couple more bales of straw out here. But I decided not to, for one, because this is wet, and you can't really soak up any of the wetness with wet straw. So we're going to wait maybe till next weekend. Hopefully that'll be dry by then. It's supposed to warm back up this upcoming week, and we'll be able to come out here and, clean it up, give the chicken something nice and dry to walk on. And I'm hoping that some of the straw, the fresh straw that is, will help keep it warm out here. Chickens don't really seem to mind. They do tolerate the cold pretty good. I just don't want them getting wet or sick, that is. Old Norris sure is getting big. Funny thing about him, I heard him crow for the first time this morning. Yep, he was crowing just like his daddy, just like Winston. I came outside about, I don't know, 5:30ish, have my cup of coffee, and I hear him start crowing. Usually when I flip them porch lights on up there, he'll start crowing, which is normal, used to that. And then I heard a different crow, one I never heard before, and you could definitely tell it was like a first time crow, like still learning how to perfect the crow and how to crow just in general. And he'd do that for a couple times, and then Winston would go. But I thought it was pretty cool because I was lucky enough to get it on video, actually. And I'll go ahead and play that clip for you guys. But yeah, what's funny is he would crow, and then Norris behind me would crow, and then he would crow, and it's like they went back and forth. But I do have a video of the split. Let me start over. I do have a video of the short period where it was just him crowing by himself, and then he crowed maybe 3 or 4 times and stopped, and then Winston would crow, and then that's the only 2 videos I got, was him doing it and then Winston. And then after I stopped videoing, that's when they started going back and forth. He would crow, set him off, he would retaliate, then set him, and they were going back and forth. So far they do get along. That is one thing I was kind of worried about, is who was going to tolerate who. But I do believe Norris knows that his daddy is the boss out here, boss male, that is, or boss female over there underneath our flag, old Thelma. But I was worried that they were going to start fighting. I'm glad that they're not. At least they're not doing it yet. But so far, Winston's been crowing all morning long. And I guess Norris knows that, he's in charge. But it was pretty cool. Let me go ahead and play that clip for you guys. Hang tight. Chicken. Is that you, Norris? Oh my God, 2 roosters now. Notice how Norris starts crowing and Winston stops. My goodness. He's trying. I love it. Yep. Now that's Winston. That's a barred rock. Chicken. Yep. 2 roosters in the hen house. Okay, YouTube, we're back. So, I'm going to try and get a video in. I was going to wait a little bit later in the day, but I believe we're going to get us a good little rain coming. Just got home a few minutes ago, dropping the girls off at their friends. So, we're going to try and see what kind of eggs we get before the rain gets here. Yeah, doing all right. Ain't too much changed. Chickens, are y'all hungry? So, we're always hungry. So, a little bit ago in the video, they did get 3 pieces of whole wheat or whole white bread. I can't never seem to tell the difference apart. Whole white bread, but that part was around 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock this morning. It's a little after 2 o'clock now. So we're going to go ahead and give them a mid-afternoon treat. And when I say treat, I mean a treat. So we got some leftover grilled steak. We got some potatoes of some sort and a mixed green salad. So yeah, this is what we're going to give our chickens. This is what was left over from last night, minus the salad, the mixed greens. Those are for the bearded dragon, but it wouldn't hurt to share some. When we had the grasshoppers, the dried grasshoppers, those were for the chickens. And we did share some of that with the bearded dragon. So now it's the bearded dragon's turn to share his food with the chickens. So we're going to give them this. We're going to watch them eat. And then we're going to see how many yard eggs we can get today before the rain gets here to us. All right, guys. Let me mosey on in here. I got you something good. I sure do. Chick, 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 chick. Is that good? So those potatoes are just regular old potatoes. They are cooked, but they had a little bit of olive oil, or yeah, olive oil to keep them from drying out. Little Thelma, come on in here and get you some. Get you some of that there steak. Winston sure likes it. What'd y'all think about Norris crowing? They sound pretty funny. I don't know if that's the first time he's done it or not, but that is the first time that I've heard it. What you guys think about that? Is that good? Use your beaks to pierce them taters. Lucy, you get you a piece of that steak because you definitely need protein to fix yourself up. She is a little red right there on her wing. Poor girl, Winston won't leave her alone. That steak was good. We just had too many. Yeah, I could have heated that up and ate it myself, but I thought, hell, let's do something good for the chickens. All right, while they're eating that, we're gonna walk up here and get our eggs, or our egg carton. I'm gonna take this with me, just cause we don't need this no more. Little Thelma drinks out of the big girl pond, or water bowl. Well, I'll be damned, what we got here? Excuse me, girl. There's one of them hooks for my chain. I kinda wanna keep that. All right. Let me skedaddle out of here. Y'all go over there and eat your steak and your salad and taters. We're gonna retire the water bowl, or the hanging bucket, I mean. Just sit it right here with the rest of our mess. It is a mess, but I know exactly where everything is, so it's not a complete mess. I'm gonna put that in there with the rest of them. We gotta get them some water. We'll do that here in just a minute. I was hoping some of that rain would fill up their water bowl for us, but it didn't quite fill it up as much, which is not a bad thing. That is a good thing. That rain, door hit me in the arm. I almost dropped the camera. But that is a good thing that the rain don't get in there. It tells me that my roof right there is working. Keep most of the rain out. Let's sit this over here and I'll show you guys the extensive damage we got from the hurricane over the weekend. So this stick right here and the ones up on top of the house or on top of our porch, that's about all we got. There was one slightly bigger in the front yard that was laying against the side of my Jeep, but it didn't mess the Jeep up. Thank God. It didn't scratch it. It didn't dent it. I checked that Jeep over high and low to make sure it didn't have scratches, because I do park underneath that big oak tree right there in the front yard, you see, but it didn't mess it up. This right here, probably the only thing that really got damaged, my papyrus plant. It did get a little bit bent, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, hurricane, it can't, you can't bring it inside. Well, I could bring it inside, but that sucker's slammed full of rock and water, and it's a good 50, 60 pounds, maybe even more. I don't feel like toting it in the house, but you know, they don't make it through the winter. But I am going to leave it in this pot. Hopefully, after winter's gone, it might grow back. See, we got one right here starting to sprout up. Pond did okay. Like I said, it is covered. If you guys saw a video a couple weeks ago, we did get it finally covered up. So all this mess on top and down here on the ground, had it not been for the net, that would be in our water right now. And that is no good. You don't want that. But yeah, other than just sticks in the yard and a bent papyrus plant, we got really, really lucky. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of worried about the winds and the chicken coop. It is open on 3 sides, so that does help allow the wind to pass through. Something else I'll show. Take our eggs over here. It does allow the wind to help pass through there, but it's not as great at engineering as you think it might be, because once the wind gets in here, it is in there. And I was kind of worried it may be pushing against that back wall, ripping some of the panels off. The roof, it is attached. It does have some stretchiness to the bungee cords, so it does allow it to give a little bit. But it did really good as far as the wind goes. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's hurricane proof. Well, it's hurricane tested. It ain't hurricane proof. It could, you know, rip apart, I guess, or the back wall could. This winter will be the real test when all that snow builds up on top of that canvas. I'm trying to figure out how I can keep it from collecting so much snow. My first thought was to put some salt on top of it, but hell, once it snows, it's just gonna rinse all that salt off and ain't gonna do no good. And then I even thought about maybe, I'm getting here on the inside, I thought about maybe putting some kind of, like buying some 2x4s and just standing them up. That way they meet like in between that first metal pole and the second metal pole. Put them in the middle. That way it kind of helps push up against it so they don't sag as much. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. We might get really lucky. Might not have to do anything at all. Norris, you got you a tater, son. You gonna get you a belly like me eating all them meat and taters. Winnie got her a big old piece of steak. Yeah, she said, watch out. She's gonna go over here and eat it in the corner. Can't nobody see what she got. She's smart. She's been around the coop a time or two. She knows some of the secrets. That is a little tough. You ain't gonna swallow that in one beakful. You're gonna have to tear it apart a little bit. All right, so let's see how many eggs we get. So I don't know about you fellow chicken farmers, but my egg count has been quite low. I think a lot of that is due to the cold weather setting in and shorter daylight hours. Because I had the same issue last year and the year before that and the year before that. But ain't nothing to worry about. You know, you do get low eggs in the wintertime, but as long as everybody's still healthy and, you know, eager to see me when I come out here and they're eating right and, you know, using the bathroom properly, as long as that's what I mean by healthy, as long as all that's going on, that's good. That's what we want. You know, the eggs are just a bonus. I like having healthy pets, healthy birds. I must have heard something or another. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the egg game. Friday, I got 4 eggs, and then yesterday I got 6. So this is what we got. They are quite nasty, and that is due to the rain. That is all mud on the eggs whenever it rains. You know, it does keep the ground wet, and the chickens, they walk in it, and when they walk, they go to pick their feet up, it just splashes mud back up on their bottoms. So again, that's what some of the straw will be for. Hopefully next weekend we can put it out. I did go over there and test it. Listen at me. I did go over there and feel it. It is a little damp, so I'm going to wait till next weekend. It's supposed to be mid-70s all week long. Not, well, as of right now, not a chance of showers, but you never know. We might get us a nice little rain shower. If we do, that's okay. But I think next weekend will be better. Plus, that'll give me a chance to hunt down that lime. I bought a bag of lime before I put this down. Was it last month or something like that? And what that does, it just helps kill some of the ground parasites. If there's any mites on the ground, it'll kill them. Just kind of helps clean up the ground a little bit. And then you put the straw down to keep it from getting muddy and keep the chickens from eating the lime. But I think that'd be a fun little project for next weekend. All right, Ginger, are you going to help? Are you going to help count the eggs that I bring out? She said, I might. I might try to steal them from you, Eric. You never know now. All right, so box number 4, I do see 3 eggs. Box number 3, we got 2 eggs. Box number 2, we have Wesson getting ready to lay 1. So we got 1 egg, plus the potential of 1 more. And then box number 1, we have 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a little bit better. That's more like what we're used to seeing. Again, 9, 10 eggs, that is an average for us. Was a little worried that, you know, chickens was just either not happy or not doing good, and they wasn't getting, you know, much protein or whatever. Wouldn't be able to give them as much eggs, but if they don't give us a bunch of eggs, we're still going to keep them. I like having chickens. I like hearing a rooster. Well, I like hearing roosters crow every morning. It is a southern thing. So we got this one. Like I said, they are muddy. As much as I would love to wipe them down before I give them away, can't do that, because if I do, then I got to immediately put them in the refrigerator or eat them. And then if I take them to work and somebody forgets to put them in the refrigerator before they get home, and then they go to eat one of them, they're going to get sicker than a dog. And then from that point forward, they'll be like, I don't want no more of them Wallsway eggs. He gets me sick, gives me old eggs, and we just don't want that. So we're going to give it to them just the way that it is. We're going to be sure and tell them to wash them off before you eat them. And if you do wash them off, eat the one you washed or put it in the refrigerator. All right. So we do have one right here. One of them old torpedo eggs. Got a feather on it. Get that off there. So ain't the prettiest eggs, but they are eggs. And just like people, it doesn't matter what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. I got room for 4 more, and I have 3. So we are 1 shy from filling this bad boy up. That's kind of how it goes. Anytime you need one of something, you're always shy of just that one. It's like my dad said this morning, you know, it's kind of how it is around here. You're either always short one egg, or everything's got a flat tire, or out of gas, or a dead battery. And I thought, man, truer words have never been spoken when it comes to the Walls Way. But we do have 17 eggs. That's awesome. We're going to sit those. Actually, you know what? We better put these. We're going to put them up yonder where chickens can't get to them, walk all over them. Hey, girl. Well, we've ate most of our vegetables. We ate all of our taters. That's just mixed green. I think it's similar to iceberg lettuce, and got some red lettuce, a little bit of cabbage, but they can have everything. Winnie, girl, are you still tearing that piece of steak up? She said, I'm trying. It's a big piece. I'm trying. And little Thelma, she sure is getting big. Little Thelma, what's on your face? Your cone looks awful red. I hope you're not a rooster. We don't need 4 roosters in the hen house. 2's plenty. We got 3. 2 that we know of. Winston and Norris. And then we got Rocky right here. Here he comes. Yeah, I think he might be a rooster. And I hate that because you are a damn pretty bird, which we'll probably have to sell you, have to get rid of you. But I do know some fellow chicken farmers that are like me and the other chicken farmers out there watching this video. They love keeping chickens. They're very attentive to their chickens, and they're just all around good people to have animals, you know what I mean? So maybe we can get lucky and trade him for a female, and it'll be to somebody that I know and I've done business with before in the past, and take good care of him. He'll go to a good home. I hope little Thelma's not a rooster, because we'll have to do the same thing to her. Where is she? There she is. But yeah, her beak, it's awful red, as if something's trying to grow. And I just worry about that. I don't know what it is about Winston, but the testosterone is strong in his DNA. We just produce big, healthy males instead of females. We've got quite a few females, but most of them are males. Yep, we heard you this morning. Eat your vegetables, buddy. You grow up to be big and strong like your daddy. Alright guys, so this third part of the video is well over 15 minutes. Not sure where we're at on time, but I know the first part was close to 7, 8, 9 minutes, something like that. So we are producing longer videos, just like I promised. And something else, my goodness, something else I noticed is that in the beginning of my videos, I've always said we talk to chickens every day, we feed chickens every day, and collect eggs from chickens every day, and that part is true. It is very true. I do all 3 of those every day. I just don't record myself doing it anymore. So before anybody wants to get crazy in the comment section, you know, he's not doing what he said he's doing. Well, we do. We just a little bit of a time crunch and can't record it every day like we did in the summertime. You know, when you lose daylight and stuff like that, it is kind of hard. But I do enjoy YouTube. I do enjoy showing people the chickens and how well they're doing. And I really enjoy answering the comments and questions that people ask me, and you know, ask me, have you tried this? Have you thought of that? Do they like this? Will this work? And I love that Q&A stuff. It is half the reason for the YouTube channel, again, to help spread some of the chicken knowledge and some things that have worked for me and have not worked for me. But other than that, we are good, and the chickens did just fine during the hurricane. So yeah, that being said, we're going to go ahead and shut her off right about now. I hope everybody out there is doing good, and I hope your chickens are doing good. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I hope you're ready for the week coming up. It is fall weather. It is my kind of weather. No more humidity, no more mosquitoes. But yeah, I had something in my mouth, a piece of steak or something. I did nibble on a little piece of that steak before I brought it out here. But any comments, questions, concerns, advice, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. And as always, do please continue to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching this episode. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. See you later.